change happens in the abstract. Sometimes things you cannot touch and feel that really create monumental shifts in society. Innovation in social justice is pushing creative ideas in a hostile place. At least in Malaysia, it's thinking about how do you create more diversity within residential areas? How do you ensure people are going to school together? How do you ensure that spaces for that conversation exist?
Innovation comes from all angles, not just from the top. When I talk about Farmer Line, the thing I'm very proud of is that decision-making is decentralized. It's all locally led, right? So in Ghana, in Ivory Coast, it's all Ivorians. In Ghana, it's all Ghanaians. In Togo, Togolese.
A lot of times, the social sector is saying, like, how do we create a solution around all these, like, basic needs? When the reality of what makes us human is our ability to create, our ability to tell stories and to be with one another in community. And artists are actually the true innovators. Like, they are the people who come up with new ideas. That's innovation, and we often miss that.
So much things need to be changed in philanthropy. Number one, I think if you like the project or the organization or the work, you should try to support the long term, at least to see the change and give us opportunity to focus more on what we love.
If we don't shift the way philanthropy is happening right now, we get to fund solutions that don't last, and we may also fund solutions that don't work.
The kind of change that we do need is one that's long-term. It's the one that it's about creating the bridges between people and changing mindsets.
I think about the social sector as we want to create a lot of solutions, right? It's all intersectional. We need to be sensitive to that. We shouldn't just be like, here are the 4 things we want to invest in.
There's a lot of premium put on your ability to communicate what you do in very simple, short words in English. And then the big question is that, like, what if English is not your primary language? The easiest way to get in is if you went to an Ivy League school. What about the thousands of young Africans and young people in emerging markets who didn't have the privilege of having a Western education or going to Ivy League school? They are systematically excluded from that.
If you decided to give me money, you have to give me my dignity with it and trust me. Most of the donors will make you feel you're not capable of doing what you do. We're giving you this money, in the same time we have to educate you how you use your money. You trust me as a leader, you have to trust I will do this money the right thing.
In an incredibly fractious world of silos and geopolitics and nation states, we love bridging cultures.
When you're meeting someone, put your bias aside. Just be open-minded. Having a human conversation and finding a ground level, this is the issue, let's solve it.
Thinking and reflecting about Echoing Green's community values, the justice, love, kinship, there's been a real strong sense of solidarity between people working on race and racial justice. We're really part of a larger human struggle for liberation.
But Echoing Green really backs the person and the leader, right? They do care a lot about, like, the solution and the innovation and the rigor of the organization, for sure, in the due diligence process, but they almost like see you in the soul and who you are as a person and how you're moving through the world, right? And that's where everything starts and ends.